My bad, all right, bet. You think the single sunset love read with the fourth
great teams go to die. Today, the raucous crowd already fired up as their Ducks are set to open another season at Autzen Stadium. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the room, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ducks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give out of the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out of the 20. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds. And then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, tackle, nowhere to go.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Davidson. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
I didn't think he was about to break that
I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't we try to get him involved in the passing game as well. You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his back in the middle.
So first.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Yeah, and what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and you get the 1st down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's got it still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal.
And
there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up before the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. He fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Pushes ahead. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. They draw 1st blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
That's caught. It's more. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll move the wide receiver. Moore will throw. Caught, close to the marker, it's Spears. Turning on the Jets. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it on the box. And he'll take it in.
Hey, that's sexy.
Touchdown, Oregon.
Hey, this guy's saved. Oh, man. Good throw. Good throw. That's a deflection, bro. Or at least catch tackle.
So easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 15.
Hello.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Going right to work up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Hey, me talk about man. Stay with me.
Short of the first down. The Tigers are in the hurry up.
And we switch my play, man.
Back to pass.
Oh,
The
man.
quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Davis.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. It's complete to the right.
Good throw, boy.
At the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
What the?
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He just missed the target on that, but got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on him, and I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over Sam Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Hill. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Making side adjustments here. Moore to the air. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God.
Kevo is going.
Has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground at the back.
To the
Junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It'll be there, my boy.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Red pass is complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets it up at the 26 for the 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the back. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davidson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Power football with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these.
Turns on the Jets. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
The Ducks are threatening on first and goal. Moore will throw. A little release to the back. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Oh, they'll move in and stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped, but when he brought it out in the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. That's Smith.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go and make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Smith.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but You get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab
catch,
along
boy.
the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
They might turn him, but they might turn. He might turn. I'm about to say.
Is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football team.
Going to swing it on second down. Looking to buy time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
This fucking play, man.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And no chance at a return. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fired complete. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Wants to adjust the pattern. More to the air. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Ducks racing to the line in a hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. The throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! Fit it in the window for the score. He has been surgical, precision, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Great tackle.
And that will be the final play of this third period.
Great.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Going to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, when you're talking about Clemson, unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
We trying.
Behind the chains now on second and
Fill
goal.
up the game.
He wants to throw it again. Looking to the
Pick
big tight
off.
end.
I'm not kidding.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Good play, bro.
And they'll get
Good
it
play,
down
bro.
after a solid
You gotta make a better throw than that.
Timing has to be so good.
Good
Here's
summer
what it
play,
is on
bro.
defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball they're throwing a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
Moore will throw. Looking left.
Let's fucking throw. Gotta get over there, bro.
Give him enough room to get the foot down.
Gotta get over there.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for space. It's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Here comes the option. Nice
Good
job
job, bro.
to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
No, how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Into the end zone.
Flavor.
Finally getting stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
He wants to change this route. Moore to the air.
That's our baby. Hey, I put you in position. Put you in position.
Dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on
Put you in
the motorcycle.
position.
He is putting up points and
Good shit, bro.
promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
We fucked up with that pick out. We had it.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson.
It ain't over yet.
Increase in that kickoff.
We got one chance. Try to put up a fight.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get
What a grab.
Damn, stepped out.
Got the foot down. Strong throw. Put it right on the money. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third from the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll with it.
Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first
Flavor.
down and gets down to avoid contact.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a big-time play in the fourth quarter by this quarterback.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Moore will throw. Incomplete. Thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining here. It'll be first down.
That's something as a defense you've got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you've got to have outside leverage, and you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Wants to throw on first down. Release to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Davidson. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The holder will kneel at the 33. A 43-yard attempt for the win. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. We're getting deep in the
And he missed. And I missed.
Just a little more.
And he missed.
We've waited so long to start the
Damn.
season and just
Go down like that. That's what I did.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing
That thing was moving like shit.
over and over all through camp.
Yeah.